Welcome back to SEC TV. I'm Natalie Taylor in Auburn. One look at this tennis racket and you can see the advantage of weaving together to become one. And that's a perfect metaphor for what's happening on the plains this season.
Ratni ora.
Válečný orel.
War eagle.
Válečný orzeł.
War eagle. Een oorlogsarend.
Orel vojny. War eagle. On this roster, I have players from Poland, Serbia, Australia, Russia, Germany. Over the years, I've had guys from England, Brazil, Belgium, Poland, all over. Czech Republic, yeah, a lot of different places. And they all bring something different to the table, that's for sure. Getting these guys on the same page is a big challenge. It's a lot of different cultures that are here, and you try to mesh them together under one certain goal, and it is a challenge.
No question it's a challenge for Coach Eric Shore. 10 athletes in 9 different countries on one Auburn tennis team. So how did Auburn tennis become the United Nations of the SEC? We
started getting guys from certain countries, and word of mouth kind of grew. We started kind of a tradition, and it's just spread out from there. I've had a lot of different assistants from different countries and different players, and it's kind of built on itself, and over the years it's kind of permeated through the team. We've added countries.
And this year's freshmen added Brazil and Germany to the list. Combine that with the upperclassmen, and let's just say there are a few situations that are difficult. And it starts where else but at the dinner table.
For us, even going to eat is a, conflict of interest, right? We've got so many different likes and dislikes that you finally you gotta compromise somewhat. You gotta find one place that has like 8 or 10 different places where they can spread out and eat.
Our language barrier is not really good, so whenever we go order something and everybody's laughing at us, and laughing at each other, making it even harder to themselves, And when somebody's struggling, you give him even a little bit more, to go with, so that's what we do,
The best place I go is Jimmy John's. His sandwiches and Subway, this is my favorite food. We eat at different times of the day, and this is probably the thing I miss the most, the food, the homemade, real Polish food.
And we have also McDonald's though, too. I like it actually back home though. It's like a good place to go for a date.
But the food or dating traditions aren't the only things to overcome when it comes to cultural changes. But these Tigers know how to take it in stride.
Of course, there are also different personalities in other teams, but I think we got a great diversity of different countries in the team. Most of the time we get along pretty well, but we also got our differences sometimes, which is normal, I think. Different attitudes towards life, towards tennis.
Everyone's completely different, and actually it works together. Since everyone's so different, you'll get along much better. That we don't have to try and figure out what everyone likes and just do our own thing and come together as a team that way. Get a bit of diversity, a bit of cultural diversity. It gets boring if you're always stuck with the same type of people all the time.
We learn so much from each other. I know people from 10 countries. Sometimes it's hard, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it's hard. We have some misunderstandings because of different backgrounds, but overall, I think it's a great deal because we can actually meet new people and see how it is all over the world.
When they're all in a melting pot like they are here on a team, you can't be as self-centered, you can't be as much of an individual because it makes you grow up as a person.
Now, in addition to the international flavor on the player side, the 2 assistant coaches are from Belgium and Serbia, and the head coach, he's Canadian. Well, stay right there because we have even more coming up on this edition of SEC TV.
Still to come on SEC TV, it's a big championship weekend.